An apathetic frog? Why would they be an adventurer if they're apathetic?
Okay, yes, we are back up and running.
Could you make a community post?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. No, we did not, and just leave off making a human fighter, Swing Ripper, and Robert. I'm sorry, honey. You're parked right next to my foot. Why don't you come up on the table? I won't bother you by kicking you on the table, unless I get like really lazy, I guess, and lay down. Well, then according to Reddit, the build's wrong. Yeah, no, I don't know what happened. Wi-Fi went out for no reason, apparently, and we reset it. It's fine. I did a rewind. Human fighter with longsword and shield. He wants to protect his family. No, his family died. I thought that was standard. I was still thinking of an idea. Well, we have a couple of them. I wrote down 3 of them. I wonder if you can see that. Let's do this.
Now, can they read your handwriting?
Can you read my handwriting? It's beautiful! All right, so we have the Cat Wizard Sneak Druid Wrestler, Haggy McHaggerton, and Skeleton Fey Blessed. Those were all different ideas that were in the previous live stream. If you have any other ideas, we'll go with one more, because that's all that I can fit on the whiteboard, and that seems reasonable. Otherwise, I would probably vote for the Cat Wizard Sneak Druid Wrestler, because it sounds really hard to do. One or 3. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Community would like the Dark Sun conversion. Everyone is a psychic. Yeah, why not? How about Apocryphal, occult expert? Can he love groundhogs? And like have something to do with time? I fell asleep waiting for the stream earlier to start, then woke up with a notification for the restarted stream. That's perfect. I'm sorry, it's okay. I'm just talking loud. Gripply Ranger looking for a mate from another village. Well, that's cute. If you put Human Fighter on there, it would win as chat as always. No! I'm not putting Fighter on there. Cat wears a druid, but the Skeleton Fae also sounds super cool. Make character who constantly sees lines of death. If you know what I'm talking about, look up Shikitono from Tsukihime. Is Pony Finder material on the table? Do you have anything to say that is not trolling? Talking to Outlander there, obviously. This is because I love Haggy McHaggerton. My vote is for the cat because cats, are cute. Yes.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah.
I vote that too.
Yes. Yeah. Storm votes cat. What is the point of a stream without chat versus streamer PvP? Not currently. Skeleton Fabulous is my vote from the 3. Number 1. Wow. Okay, so number 1 is ahead by 1 out of all of these. Is somebody going to vote for number 3 and make it even? Because I think number 2 just lost. Haggy McHaggerton. Just because I have a tummy ache doesn't mean I'm not ready for battle, per the frog. It sounds like a very sad frog. Like the fighter is having to be dragged into combat constantly. Are you on my shelf?
No.
Oh. He's just a shellfish kitty. Hi.
Like that?
Yeah. I read Puss in Boobs, so don't pay any attention to me. Vanessa, I'm sorry. My eyes were blurry at the moment. I was drinking. I'll vote for the one with wrestler in the name. Whoa! Yeah. All right. So that one's ahead by 2. All right. We're going with that one.
Thank you for not being on our shelves, Arquan.
All right. So we're going to make the awakened cat person that just snuck into the Wizard Academy and learned from them, but who is actually all about melee. And a druid who is then a wrestler. Most of this goes together. The druid cat does, but the druid fighter wizard doesn't. So how are we going to mesh primal casting druidy flavor with sneaking into a wizard academy? I know the answer to that. One of the new academies. Oh, but it's not a druid. You need the druid focus spell. Okay, so druid, you could just go the druid archetype so you can get the focus spell so you can shapeshift. So that is okay, unless somebody has a different idea of how to mesh wizard and druid. An awakened squirrel investigator that thinks he's a human fighter. Will you stop with the human fighters? I love squirrels, like, obviously. Claw dancing druid stealth kitty. I love the claw dancing. We'll see if we can get there. Make sure they have a red and white striped hat. Yes, Vanessa, fine. I heard you the first time. Cat in a hat. I know I didn't write it down, but I'll keep in mind the cat in the hat. I don't, not the Halcyon speaker and Magambian attendant. I mean, yes, okay, yes, those are options because it's mixing arcane and druidry, but there is actually an arcane school that is recent that came out that is all about nature. It even allows you to give temporary hit points as a wizard. But we want to fight humans. No, I wasn't thinking the Magambia. Let me look through my folder. Yeah, I didn't cover it. It is in Rival Academies. Rival Academies. I wonder if I can find it online faster. PF2. Rival Academies. Wizard Schools. Screw you, AI. Cascade Bear. Emerald Boughs. I was thinking of Emerald Boughs. I'm looking up Emerald Boughs. Emerald Boughs. I hope it is on archives. Huh? Maybe not. That's the wrong. Is that the? That's the wrong freaking tab. Oh. Oh, okay. So it wasn't Emerald Boughs. I don't know why I can't find my book for this all of a sudden. Go away, man. There are so many wizard schools now. This is the one I was thinking of. The School of Rooted Wisdom. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I know somebody said that. Yes, Swing Ripper. Yes. Okay. Rooted Wisdom. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Sorry it took a minute. Hi. A flyleaf yeah, flyleaf addiction, yeah. You're right. You don't have anything yet for except trolling. That's fine. That's part of life on the internet and of talking with you. So that's always good. Cascade bearer. Okay, so if we say that our melee person, our not a fighter, what's the base class of this going to be? Yeah, I guess it has to be wizard. But they snuck in thinking that they could gain some sort of magical advantage to their melee tactics. So they went to the School of Rooted Wisdom in the Magambia, which gave them nature spells and the ability to give people temporary hit points with focus spells, the Halcyon Mists. So we don't have a particularly wise character, or maybe they're just not all that clever. No, I think wisdom is really where they're not going to shine. For anybody wondering, that's where I'm at. And I know you guys said it. I just wasn't remembering well, so I couldn't cue into what specifically keywords to look up. Yes, we're doing wizard with the wrestler archetype, but we also need to make them be able to shapeshift into a bear to wrestle. So is that spell? No, it is a druid thing, isn't it? God, how are you going to have him sneak into... I don't know if we can do this. Maybe they tried to sneak into a wizard school, but they actually snuck into a druid school? Nah. Oh, and it's a cat. An awakened cat. That's adorable. Maybe the awakened cat was sitting on the headmaster's desk and just learned from the wizard classes that they were teaching, the School of Rooted Wisdom, maybe even before they became awakened. And then they moved over to a druid circle at some point and got blessed to be awakened. So then all of their lessons came rushing into them and they just crashed with this concept of nature magic. So they would have access to the arcane list because they're a wizard. They would have the wizard School of Rooted Wisdom spells, which are alarmed spell magic, safe passage, mountain resilience, control water, true sight, energy, aegis, and quandary. Oh man, I don't, you know what? This does mess with nature a lot, but I don't think we need to go this route. I think we should dip into druid for primal spells separately. Okay, so none of this actually dictates what kind of wizard spells, wizard subclass, so to speak, what wizard school we have to take. School of Rooted Wisdom is kind of boring except for the focus spell. So if you guys have a separate one to suggest, cool. Otherwise, probably just going to go with that because it fits the nature feel that we're going to do druidry with. And in order to get the druidry shapeshifting spell, which I don't remember the name of, we're going to have to archetype into druid. Does the wizard cat have a cat familiar or are they a staff wizard? Does the cat have the staff in their mouth? Well, let's see what level animal's form is. Yes, hello, hi. Yeah, animal form technically works, but it's on the primal list, so you'll only gain access to it at 6th level. Can we do this any earlier? I would love it if the wizard cat had a cat familiar. And like it asked the cat to do things that you would ask like a biped to do, And the cat wizard just keeps getting so frustrated because the cat familiar is so fucking stupid. You're like, no, the third shelf from the top, the second scroll on the left that has the blue ribbon around it, I'll just get it myself. Hi, baby. Just to show you, he's being really cute. Yeah. Yeah, animal form works, but it would be like much earlier if we could do it from the focus spell, which I think is fine. I can't just keep calling it the focus spell. Focus spell. What the hell is the name of the druid spell? Let's see, shapeshift. Yeah, untamed form. Okay. All right. So we can get that with druid archetype. I'm trying to close tabs just in case my internet is having issues or something. I don't want that to happen. All right, I need to catch up on what you guys are saying. Maybe he did not sneak in, but was brought in as a familiar, but magic awakened kitty. That is adorable. I like that. The cat was brought in as a familiar, but slowly learned, and then the arcane magic from the Magambia, which is also infused with primal energy, awakened the cat. That makes sense to me. That could happen. Former familiar, yeah. Where's a singlet? What's a singlet? A sleeveless garment worn under or instead of a shirt? Huh? Why? I say make them a fighter. That school in lore teaches both druids and wizards. Unironically, I hear you. Okay, or do make us for more of the brawler wizard, then go into druidry. Shit, I think you're selling me, Swing Ripper. I think Magus works a lot better for this person because they were specifically supposed to be melee at the beginning. What's that arch with the mask? Doesn't that let you turn into a bear? Yeah, the archetype of the mask. The bear hood. Make the familiar the cat's collar. Whatever you do, the cat needs telekinetic projectiles so that it can throw things off tables better. Yes. Magic warrior archetype gives animal form at 4th. Oh, well, that's cool. Earliest level for druid archetype is level 4 for focus spell. Yes. It says you sneak into a wizard school, right? Why are we making wizard main class? Okay, I see your point. So Magus could work, or I guess a marshal. Couldn't it be main class druid and then archetype wizard? Duh! I didn't even think of that. Yes! Much easier to shapeshift and get druidry spells because that was your point, Swing Ripper, in the beginning, that you have all the druid abilities. Plus you have the bear. I guess there are 2 ways that I see this working well mechanically, and that would be making the druid, dipping into wizard, and doing the bear shapeshift and having wrestler, or doing the Magus, so you have Magus Wizard, which is also good at Martial because it's a Magus, and then dipping Druid for the focus spell to change into the bear to get Wrestler. I personally like the Magus because it has a higher attack than the Wizard, or than the Druid, but Druid would have a lot more spells. Okay, we'll just go with Druid. Yeah, Untamed form. Thank you. Pink in the brain spot. Druid multi-culls with the order spell feat that level 4 you can get Untamed shape, yes. Almost sounds like an animus build. It does sound like an animus build. Vanessa, be a were-human who was bitten by radioactive human. If the cat was a familiar, maybe his quest is to find his former wizard. I'm not trying to ignore everybody who is saying magic warrior archetype. It's just not going to like lead well into wrestling. You know what? Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about. Magic warrior. Oh, that's right. It's not like actual. Okay, it would be bear, but it'd only be bear, and you could take that. But if you're going to be taking an archetype anyway, why not take the druid archetype to also get primal spells and druid feats? Like the magic warrior just isn't all that flexible. If the cat was a familiar, maybe his quest is to find his former wizard. Aw, I like that. You could still have it be an a cat that was a familiar that got awakened and went druid, and then like from its long history in the forest and learning druidry and how to emulate the fearsome creatures of nature, found a longing in its heart, an empty spot where its former friend lay, and then it went off to seek its friend in the only place it remembered, its friend being the wizard school. So then it snuck in as just a cat, because it's just a cat. They'll take the feat that'll allow it to like look more like a cat, and then sneak in and then take the wizard archetype by just auditing classes. Singlets are the quintessential wrestling garment? They are? I know nothing about physical sports at all. Yes, Magic Warrior also is local to this academy, yeah. My vote is still on Human Fighter wearing a bear suit. Yeah, thanks, Robert. That's great. Storm always knows when I'm reading your message. Magic Warrior is more of a familiar archetype, if I remember right. Strength Druid gets +2 to hit if you build Wild Order or whatever it's called now. Edge, Red Mantis Magic School, School of Civic Wizardry, School of Protean Form. Are you just mentioning different schools that would work for this build? But not so flexible? Then we need the Acrobat Archetype. Not that kind of flexible! Criminal Matrix now. I'm just picturing an Awakened Bear with a Starlit Sentinel Archetype. Oh my god, yes. And Robert says, love you, Storm. What if it's an Awakened Bear wearing a cat costume? No! Because if we don't grab an idea, we're gonna be here all day. Night. I guess it's night for most people. Okay. So we're going Cat Wizard, getting rid of Haggy and Skeleton. All right, so we have quickly figured out Ancestry, Awakened Cat. Now, Heritage, let's think about that, but, briefly. There are versatile heritages that you could take that might help this work well. Probably not at low levels, though. Do any versatile heritages shout out to you that they fit the theme? Ardonde kinda-ish? If not, we'll just go with the climbing animal. Okay. So we're going with a marker that doesn't work. Why are you not working?
Not you.
I'm sorry, kitty. I didn't mean to scare you. I just hiss sometimes. Druid. We have Druid. Awakened Cat. Wizard archetype. Okay. So that is pretty simple. Going Awakened Cat, Druid, Wizard archetype, and then we have to go Wrestler archetype. What's the... Yeah, full Druid is useful. Especially if you're buffing yourself and taking on the bear form. Okay. I'm just thinking if they snuck into wizard school, they could have learned something else that wasn't specifically wizardry, that was arcane magic kept in a book. It could be some other kind of magic that you could get at a wizard school. And if it's the Magambian, I guess it could be just about anything. Okay, so for now, let's just put the wizard archetype aside and just leave that as part of the story of the character, because we can add story and a lot of different things to flavor. And then wrestler. Awakened Cat Druid. Can we take wrestler at 2nd level? Yes, Starlit Sentinel is awesome. I'm not giving you coffee. Why did I hand that to you? Gonzi are children of chaos, and so are cats! Holy crap, that's true! Is Shifter an ancestry or versatile heritage? I can't remember. Shifter? That's from D&D. I don't know if there's one that you're thinking of that is Shifter that is in Pathfinder 2. Swingerper, we need the skill feats to squeeze better so we can enter cat dimension. They got into wizard wrestling class. Wrestler just needs trained athletics and 3 more things we get automatically. Good. That academy has a warrior division as well. That's perfect. Shifter's PF1. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Zarquan. Well, I don't know PF1. PF1. Pafone? Pafone. I lost all my caps. Oh, well. Okay, so I am half asleep right now, so most of what I'm saying may become... That's fine. That's fine. That's same here. Classic. All right, so I get that the... All right, let's brainstorm some ideas for how the story of this character works, and don't forget to put in some pain, because that causes character development. Suffering of characters is drama, and it makes them grow. So, just like people. So, this cat, let's just choose something. So the cat was a familiar of a wizard at the Magambian Academy. And through lots of infusions, it was... I mean, not lots of infusions. I mean, lots of time at the academy, because familiars live as long as their masters. I almost called them parents. Kind of parents, cat parents. It could have been years that they were being infused with primal and arcane magic. And they could have like spontaneously awakened and then been completely confused on the outset. Or they could have been traveling with their master, and the master could have been kidnapped or killed. And then, or the cat could have been kidnapped. That might be fun. Like maybe the cat was rescued by other awakened creatures, like an awakened bear, and took the cat back to the bear den because the awakened bear was trying to protect the cat and make sure that the cat could live a normal life, not under the control of these humanoids, these giant bipeds that cause wars and strife and weird technology. So like the cat was stuck in a bear den and being raised with bear cubs, and that's when it awakened. And it has a bear mommy. Why not? I mean, that works. Nonsense is what we do around here. Yes. Looks like PF2 has Beastkin as a versatile heritage. Oh, yeah. Beastkin. They're not really... Yeah, they are shifters. They can shapeshift. Yeah, okay. So Vanessa Beastkin. Yes. That would work. Cat to bear form. I don't see why not. And then at, I think it's 5th level, you can go back and take your cat ancestry. That's great, because it's another way to change into a bear cub. That's adorable. In fact, if we went Beastkin versatile heritage from the beginning, because the cat was kidnapped by a magical bear that was already awakened, and it was infused with bear magic, because bear magic, then it could have innately adopted the form of a bear cub and just acted like one of the bear cubs, because Beastkin can take a small form of a bear, it'd be a cub, and they can still revert to that form because that just feels like natural, like home to them. And they can take later forms to get better senses and stuff, which is also really cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Beastkin, that works. Tragic cat backstory. Dinner was served an hour late. Oh, poor kitty. Yeah, that's true. That was Robert again, of course.
Of course.
Dude, man, his wizard got wrestled to death. His wizard got wrestled to death. His goal is to his goal is to avenge his former master by using the art that killed him. That is funny. I like it. There are a lot of Fae that like to play pranks in the area. Sure. Some are really powerful. Yeah. See exploding noodle cart stat block. That's a Fae thing. I read the stat block. Didn't know that was Fae. Bear magic or bear magic? Thanks, Jay. Thanks. The only technicality issue with Beastkin is a required humanoid. Not that I personally pay attention. Yeah, ignore that. I don't care. Raised by a werebear clan, maybe. Yeah. The bare necessities. Yes. Look for the bare necessities of Mother Nature's. Wait. Recipes that bring the bare necessities of. Oh my God, I don't remember it. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I'm never far from my great big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. Okay, so I guess I do remember it. Where is the other marker? There it is. One of my characters teleported in and grabbed them to the ground. That's correct, Swing Ripper. That is exactly what happened. Goal becomes to defeat a Swing Ripper character in a wrestling duel. Oh man. I want Swing Ripper, I want you and I to have a wrestler wrestle off. Like both of us make a wrestler character of a specific level and just try tactics against each other to see if it works. And just like roll it out and see whose ideas will work. And I know it's probably going to be a little bit boring for people to watch, so maybe we just do this in private. Like it's going to be whoever adds +1 more or has a slightly different tactical advantage is going to win. I'm just curious of how that would mash. Stream shut down by Disney. No, I didn't even think of that. That could fucking happen. That sucks. Thanks, Ark1. No, I'm sad. All right, so I have paper here, but I need to pull up a notepad. I need to make notes about this. Oh, bad. Okay. I'd watch that slobber knocker bout. Slobber knocker. I'm writing down that word just because I love it. I'm gonna look that up later. In the squared circle for the title belt of best wrestler. Duelist wrestlers are different from normal campaign characters, notably in that you need to focus on your own damage and consistency. Yeah. And, getting out of the brawl. Slobberknocker sounds absolutely dirty. You are correct, dude, man. What is the name for our cat familiar character that was summoned or created by a Magambian? Don't do that, dude. Cats love knocking stuff off tables. What is the name for our character? It can have multiple names too. It could be like one of them is a nickname, like Runt or something. So we need to have a name for this character or multiple names for this character or nicknames that's going to work for it. Maybe in different situations too. Like maybe there's a human name. Mr. Biggs. Oh, that reminds me of Zootopia. But I can't. They're not small enough. Socks the Destroyer. That's adorable and has little white patches of fur on its feet. Socks the Destroyer. It's freaking adorable. Do you like that? Yeah. Okay, we're going with Socks the Destroyer. Swing Ripper, I don't know if I want to say that. You guys can just read that. You don't need, I don't need to read that. Socks the Destroyer, Defender of Magambia. Any other ideas for names? We can mash more shit in here. Mittens the Mangler. Oh, that's adorable too, and really frightening. I think I like Mittens the Mangler better than Socks the Destroyer. That is frightening. And you know, our character would be given a very frightening name by a bear mama. I like it. Little like black and white kitty with white tufts on its really cute feet. I'm glad we chose this ancestry. It's freaking adorable to think about. Mittens the Mangler. Mr. Tubbs is a cat in one of Scaredy's games, but I like Socks. Lord Socks, Destroyer of Shoes. I love the meme template of... Oh. Vanessa, like a noble's name with 20 parts. Yeah. Yeah. Mittens the Mangler. Freaking awesome. This cat does sneaky cat stuff. I think we can spend some skill feats being super sneaky. I don't know. I was just thinking of different names like Destroyer of Bonds. Because like it can sneak in and break into places because it has thumbs. Like if our cats had thumbs, we'd be screwed. They would own this house. Liquor of Beans. Fucking just goddamn with the cute. Ugh. Liquor of Beans. Slayer of Mice. Defender of Magambia. I'm going to take out Defender of Magambia. It doesn't deserve to be in here with everything else that's awesome.
First of his name.
First of his name. Mittens the Mangler Destroyer. No, that I meant to take that out too. Mittens the Mangler, Destroyer of Shoes, Liquor of Beans, Slayer of Mice. Child of Socks the Destroyer. No, it's an exemplar. It's an exemplar. That's absolutely true. Breed winner, regional, national winner, Princess Mittens, the Mangler, Queen Head Chalk. Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm sorry. Outlander wins. It's because it's Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's perfect. Fun cat fact: the Hemingway cats have. Okay, they still can't figure out how doors work. Although I have had cats that actually Loot knows perfectly well how cupboards work. We had to put child locks in the kitchen. Okay. I'm just writing down a few other facts so I don't forget them. Awakened cat. Beastkin, that's right. Okay. See, this is why I have to write things down. Beastkin bear. Okay, so just at first level, you can change shape into a bear. Oh, it's a hybrid shape. Okay. So a half cat, half bear. And let's look at beastkin feats. At first level, you can take quick shape, critter shape, animal senses. Okay, so we're going to take critter shape so that we can change into a bear cub. And at 5th level, greater animal senses. That doesn't work. Oh, it says you can choose echolocation or tremor sense, but you could choose heightened sense of smell. Okay, beastkin bear. And druid, and we are going with the druid subclass. I know it's not called a subclass, whatever. Orders. Untamed order druid, okay. Untamed order. Wrestler. Okay, wrestler starts at level 2. Good. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, so that is a very bare bones skeleton of our character. We could fill in all the details with all the skill feats and ancestry feats and class feats. We'll probably take anything that we can to make us more animalistic, kick more ass in combat, and anything that makes us more bear-like, specifically. I'm just closing tabs. Okay. If the cat takes Titan Wrestler, can we between legs and trip humans as well? Yes, perfect. Yes, I saw that, Outlander. Oh, I forgot the grand champion part of the name. It's GCBWRNW Princess Mittens, the Mangler, the Queen Ant Chunk. Half cat, half bear. It's a seer. Hemingway's house and museum now house around 60 cats, many descended from his cat Snow White. Wow. Seeker of honey. Oh my god, that's adorable. Isn't there a cloak or something that gives you bear abilities and feats? Yes, but we're trying not to use that. Because it is its own archetype. It's still just like you can shapeshift earlier into a bear by not using that. So, meh. By going druid main, we are avoiding using that, and we can use our archetype feat slots for wrestler instead. And if we want to, take a little arcane magic because we picked up magic from our wizard school. Now, what about looking for our... Let's add some story here. We have a lot of mechanics. So how are we going to weave some more story and friends and maybe awful things in here? We didn't decide what happened with the master. Did the master go home? Did they keep looking for mittens? I love these names. I just love them. Oh, you guys are great. Oh, like the master could even like run out of money trying to find this cat. I should read again. Care, it's a Care Bear. Ursina Vindercloak, yeah. The master got turned into the hat. That's messed up. I mean, I know it's through magic, not through like surgery, but it's still messed up. Oh, stop, Swing Ripper, with your Bambi references. That's awful. I just realized that you guys could hear me. Like, I would say that anyway, just looking at the screen and reading what's on the screen.
He would.
This
It's
is
true.
just my internal monologue. Okay, Care Bear, Seeker of Honey, Seeker of Honey. Yes. Okay. The cat has to stare because it's a Care Bear. Care Bear stare. What? I liked the Care Bears. A wizard leather hat. I still say his wizard was wrestled to death, and the cat went to learn from the best animal wrestlers, bears. Wrestled to death by what, or how, or why? I want more detail in this misery. Traumatizing a character makes them react. So more interesting things can happen if we give like awful things happening. Huckster of TP? Toilet paper?
Yeah. Less is more.
What?
Less is more.
What are you talking about?
Charmin bears.
Oh, Huckster selling, yes, of Charmin bears. Wow. Yes, I don't know if there even is toilet paper in this world.
God, I hope so.
Why Tanuki? I mean, yeah, we could do an updated ancestry for any common ancestry or any others you have access to, so it could be Tanuki. But why Tanuki? What are we looking for? Enemy bear is having a turf war, so now our kitty wants to end wars in general. I like that. It was a Minotaur luchador that wrestled the wizard to death. I kind of like that. Like, it's a professional wrestler that wrestled the wizard to death. And so the Mittens, our awakened cat, is training to try to learn how to defeat this luchador in a way that is justly satisfying, that feels righteous. That's very sad. I like it. I think that makes sense. Minotaur fought and killed master. I'd also like to say that Mittens like took their master's clothing and whatnot and wears it in memory of and honor of their master. Like maybe the master had like a sash worn as a belt, but because we're talking about a cat, it's something that's like spiraled down the cat's body and like maybe even tied into a little bow behind them. They have an awakened bear mom, so that bear has hands, so it could tie a bow. And maybe a little wizard hat, yeah. Okay, fine. We'll do the cat in the hat. But what's the source of the hat then? That'd be like have to be a really magical hat or a reason that somebody was carved up into a hat. Which usually requires psychopathy or something that makes some sort of sense. I mean, oh yeah, the bear's having a turf war. Okay, I'm writing that down.
What, Newt?
Oh yeah, you were thinking Jones Tripper wrestler monk. Yeah. Hi, you come up. Come on. Hi. And yes, Swing Whipper, the GM would totally write the campaign around this. Wrestler gives +2 versus being grabbed. Okay, good. The cat needs a luchador mask now. Oh my god. It does. It's a magic item. Yes! So that when they become a giant bear, it still has the luchador mask on. Holy shit! I wish I could draw. I would draw this freaking mask for a kitty. Hi. I'm sorry I'm yelling. The hat was given by the master to hold onto the hat of the Magi for exams. What? Given? I'm so confused. Seeking the serial wrestler that suplexed their master into their own magic hat. The hat was given by the master to hold on to the hat of the Magi for exams. Normally they would wear a different headband and it doesn't work to equip several headbands. The hat was given by the master to hold on to the hat of the Magi for exams. What? Wait. So the master gave their master's hat to the cat to hold on to, and that hat is a hat of the Magi? Is that what you're saying? Pagan is the hat giving Mittens instructions in wrestling. That would actually work perfectly well. We're referencing our live stream game because Pagan was the name of a character, not a religion or anything, and was a Tanuki, so they could take on different forms. And one of them that he changed shape into was a hat, and so Pagan could be the hat giving Mittens instructions in wrestling because Pagan was a monk. Yeah, I know. Long story. Wizard cast Shrink on Wizard before killing him, making it a cat-sized hat and robes. Oh my god, why not? Yeah, suplex to death. I loved that. The master gave a hat of Magi to cat. The master's hat is on the cat. Ah, thank you. Okay. Luchador mask and hat of the Magi? That looks silly. I mean, the Luchador mask already looks silly, but who cares? That's a great, fun idea. I love you. Oh. Well, that'd be convenient. Mask of the Magi. Yeah, see, why not? I suppose it could be a shape-changing magical item. Why not? I guess we're looking for a Cat in the Hat style hat because it's silly, but the Luchador mask also makes perfect sense for this, and it's fucking cute and weird. And I guess the fucking cute and weird is winning in my head.
It always does.
I love kissing kitty. Okay. Okay, so I want to circle back to the Bears having a turf war. Oh, that's not the spelling of turf. That's a different kind of turf. That's TURF is how you spell turf. All right. I like the idea of including the Bears having turf wars anyway, because it makes this character's upbringing nuanced. They don't just think that all intelligent bears are nice, or that all bears are nice, or that all, for example, humans or elves are weak and fragile and going to get killed by Minotaur luchadores. But I like the idea of, like, the bears. How do we combine some sort of combat between bears or some sort of struggle between bears with a luchador killing their master? Maybe the luchador was a werebear minotaur. Can we do that? Can we do a luchador minotaur werebear that was the chosen warrior of this other clan family of bears? Some were awakened, some were bears, some were werebears. It's like mixed family. And their greatest fighter forward to fight for the land of the Magambia so they could reclaim it. And then they killed the master not because the master was the one that came forward to the challenge, but just out of hand. Like that master just greeted them at the city edge and started asking them questions and talking to them, and the luchador minotaur just outright killed them for no reason. There was no benefit. It was just like a throwaway action on the part of the minotaur. And like he later challenged the biggest warrior of the Magambia, got beaten, and went off into the woods to hide, or jungle to hide. And still there was this absolutely pointless death that our character is having to recover from and find some way of getting a hold of to understand how the world could work this way. And they have settled on that one person as evil. I need to find them. And until then, I'm going to make friends with all the bears and bear types so that I can talk with them and understand what they're saying. And so that I can find this one Minotaur werebear that just disappeared into the jungle after killing my best friend. That's cool and sad and is totally motivating. I have to catch up on reading again. The hat is too big for the cat, so it's worn like a wrestling mask. How do you wear a hat like a wrestler? Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where's my hat? Where's my hat? I have my hat. Where's my hat? Where is it?
Kaz up there.
No, the other one.
I don't know which one you're looking for.
No, the pinky one. Where's it? Where's my hat? Hat.
Oh, on your right.
Am I right?
Up in the black thing that's somewhere behind you for the string.
Down here?
Yep. Pull it out.
Oh, right there. Huh? Okay, so I could see that. Like, it's a wizard's hat. All right. But then, like...
You have your thing on your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the microphone. Sorry. But then the wizard's hat is too big for the cat. So it pulls it down.
Yeah, there you go.
And makes little cutout eyes. Where's my mouse?
Luke's like, what the hell are you doing?
Did you take my mouse? I don't know where my mouse is.
It's right in front of you. You just can't see it.
I couldn't feel it either. Oh, it's over there. That's a great idea. Yes. Sorry, loud noises. The hat's too big for the cat, so it's worn like a wrestler mask. Absolutely. That is the best combination of luchador mask and wizard hat that I could have asked for. It's freaking adorable. The Bears are a musical theater gang that dance fight. West Side Story? Okay. The Bears have sumo matches. Oh my God, I can picture that. Awakened Bears versus Werebears. Oh, that's cool. That's a great idea. Yeah, Werebears versus Awakened Bears. They're like the Awakened Bears are like fully on the side of nature. They're not just natural bears, but they've been so infused with primal magic that they've also become awakened. They're like the epitome of natural. And the Werebears are not. And they have human or humanoid drives and emotions still. So it drives them to conquer and just destroy or take more areas or wealth. And they say that it's to take nature back from the, I don't know, smooth skins. That might be a way of putting it because they don't have fur, like humans and elves. And it's really just a lie because they still have these human-ish drives to conquer. So yeah, werebears might not be evil, but they're like combining things that the awakened bears are not. On mobile, so autocorrect is bad and I can't reread messages due to bad UI. Okay. The local cave bear gang came and knocking. They didn't give the Minotaur Luchador the bear scroll, so he started suplexing people to death. The bear scroll? Oh, sorry, dude, man. I don't understand. Muchador! Mittens the masked mangler, the Muchador! He's a Muchador!
I like that.
Fuck yes! Shit! This is great! Oh, Sumo, I've actually been watching Let It Say. Yeah, he has. Lucha Werebears versus Sumo Awakened Bears. Ow, yes. And our character learned the ways of their enemy, the luchadors. This is fucking awesome. What about a half Minotaur? He'd be a melee martial character starting with expert proficiency in martial weapons. Shut up, Robert. That's fighter. Oh, God. The mittens, the masked mangler, the Muchador. God, I love that. Maybe the cat did not cut eye holes. It's just an old hat as a family heirloom, so the holes were always there. I like that. Yeah, something about destiny and inherited will. Yes. This is awesome. This is a great fucking fun character. All right, I'm going to call it and say that we did it. That is a wild success, in my opinion. That's the thumbnail?
Oh, that's awesome.
Will you
Thank
say?
for that, Zarquan.
Yeah, thanks, Zarquan. Will you save that and make that the thumbnail?
Yes, I will.
It's of me pulling the hat down over my face. It made sense. I could totally picture it. I had to give an example. It was. I was too much in the flow of it. Oh, okay. So bears. Oh God, I had to write this down. Between awakened sumo bears and werebear luchadors. Minotaur. Hey, don't mess with the camera, dude. Rub anything you want, but not the camera. Wow, that was really not back where it was. What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? I know what I'm doing.
You got this.
Can't tell me I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, I know what I'm doing. I misspelled Minotaur. I don't know how that could happen. Minotaur, werebear, luchador. It killed. Master out of hand. Then lost against Magambia Guardian and fled into the jungle. So our character is trying to improve their skills enough to take down that Minotaur werebear and making enough friends of the forest, or sorry, of the wild, we're in a jungle, of wild and other bear types in specific to find this luchador, Minotaur. This is getting funnier. That's getting funnier. Werebear. It's getting funnier every time I say it. Oh, I have to change that to Muchador. Where's the Muchador? Muchador. Okay, Mittens the Masked Mangler. This character could totally be a champion of the people, like the Scarlet Pimpernel, or well, actually, that was for the ruling class of the French, I think. So, like Zorro, somebody helping the downtrodden and those that are overpowered, the undercat, if you will. I love this. I love this. I love this. Where's the Muchador? I missed the Muchador somewhere. Where is it?
Well, you have it there.
No, it was over on the right somewhere.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. Dude man said it. Mittens the Masked Mangler, the Muchador. Mittens the Masked Mangler, the Muchador. Oh my god! Suplexer of Savages. I need to catch up on reading before I decimate the chat. Steady balance feet is a must for an awakened cat. Totally. Okay. I'm just going to share this with you guys. It won't let me. Fuck. Fine.
Wow. Really doesn't let you put much.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Okay. I won't put that in chat. Fine. I wish I could put this in chat. I can't. I want to share it with y'all. All right. I guess I'll put it in announcements in Discord. I think you're all probably in Discord, so I'm just going to go there.
And if you're not, now is a great time to get in Discord.
That makes me so proud. We did fun, good work. I like the suplexer of savages. There's so many names here. This is seeming more and more like an exemplar. What are you doing?
I don't know. He's been doing it for a while now. I think he sees something, but I don't know what.
Dude, are you hallucinating? Are you hunting your own fur?
It kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
What are you doing? Oh, the table is reflective. Lute's trying to chase the cat that's in the table. He's putting his head over the side of the table and going.
He's only a little insane.
If he does it again, I'm going to show you before we go. Oh my God, that was amazing. I've never seen a cat do that. He's like, what the hell is that cat? Why is it following everything I do?
He's only a little doofus.
That was freaking awesome, man. What, baby? Oh, that was gassed.
Yeah, that was gassed.
Yay. The reactor to reflections. Yeah. Oh, God. I could not believe that just now. It made no damn sense. But he kept looking at his own face in the desk.
Didn't even know the desk was that reflective.
It was. I could see his face in it. And he kept looking under his paw.
Where'd he go?
All right, so I put the results of our work in the announcements of Discord so y'all can just have a history of what we did. Freaking love it. Thank you, everybody. I think I'm going to go, mainly I'm just hot. It's freaking hot. Like, I don't know. Is it 110 here yet? I don't really have much AC in the study, in the recording room. So I have a little fan on my leg. I can't even feel it anymore. Looney Tunes had yes. Nick the Mangler Carlotti? No, I think that was from Garfield. Yes, you make bean soup. I don't know what I'm making yet. Did I know what I was making?
Mm-mm.
It's probably pizza. Probably pineapple and jalapeno and ham pizza. Oh, do you want me to make a video? Sound like my dad. Video. I don't know. He was from Pennsylvania. He said weird things. Do you want me to make a video making the Muchador? Because I can. I guess it'd be fun to have that shared with the greater world, not just us in chat. I think that would be fun. Okay, you're right. I will do that. Yeah. I might, well, I am going to add a lot more detail because this is certainly not all the steps of character creation, but this is the entire character. We made a character tonight. It just doesn't have like skill feats and numbers and stuff. It's fine. But I will put that in a video, sure. I like the idea of recording that right now, but I can't because I don't have it all figured out yet. I have to write it down first. Cook on camera, become a cooking channel. That was actually my goal. But I cannot cook for that long and clean the kitchen every day thoroughly. It's because of my back. My back pain is why I'm a Pathfinder 2 channel. It's probably a good thing. Good things can come from pain. And that is what happened in this case. Otherwise, I would be a cooking channel because I love cooking that much. We already bought like all the cookware and the like fancy supplies, and then I hurt myself. It worked out well. I'm glad I'm here. That face looks terrible, Lady Draguliana. Draguliana? Draguliana. Fuck, I'm sorry. Lady Draguliana. That, Draguliana. The Minotaur Luchador's name? beefcake. What? Yes, cooking with Jack is just frightening, man. It is fun, but frightening. Slab Stammington. Draguliana. I think my tongue gets in my way on the L. I'm sorry. I try to get words correct, but I started life with a speech impediment, and sometimes I still have issues with certain combinations of syllables. Baron von Beefcake, Angus Khan. Angus Khan. I'm sweaty. I'm gonna go. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I would give you all hugs if I could, but since I can't, mwah.
Join our Discord if you haven't already.
Did you hear that? She said, join the Discord if you haven't already. It's the way she said it. It was fun. I'm glad. I'm going to do this again next Friday. And if nobody has any ideas, we're going Haggy McHaggerton. Just fair warning. Join or Discord. That's right.
Oh my God. I'm never going to live that down.
It's like she wasn't ready to talk. She was reading or something. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Join the Discord.